year 2021 marks the beginning of a new age, a turning of the tide, a new way of life. At least it seems new to most ordinary people, but it's actually a very old way of life. And so we are just starting our journey back. We are finally learning that we have to leave the fake, fragile world we built and replace it with the things that give human beings real, lasting satisfaction. A healthy, capable body nourished by food from the land, doing fulfilling work, enjoying beautiful, interesting experiences, and engaging in deep, encouraging relationships. Lately, this has not been our reality, but we can have it all again. Only this time it's different, because we have spent the last few hundred years developing tools and gathering knowledge, and it has never been so easy to learn what works and put it into practice. And it's a shame that most people aren't doing this. But if we teach ourselves to apply these lessons successfully, we can enter the new age with confidence and live long, joyful, healthy lives of meaningful contribution. Because we are at a turning point in history now, and we have two options: hold on to our old lives, or live in the real world, ready for this new age, staying true to the things that are eternal and unchanging even as things change around us. So I want to make this practical for you and communicate these patterns in a way that means that you can get started right now and get healthy and ready for the new age. I'm going to talk around a lot, but hopefully by talking about these deep subjects enough and tying it to very practical, everyday things you can do, I can begin to communicate this way of seeing the world so you can join with me in living it out, navigating this new age with confidence and wisdom, and building effectively for the generations that follow us. We can either become engulfed and smothered to death by the fake, meaningless world we created as it crumbles and falls away, or we can apply the tools and lessons we have learnt in this time of peace and comfort to create a healthier life for everyone forever. So imagine you work in an office. Maybe you are an office worker, and I'm sure you've met someone like this person I'm about to describe. In the office, there's this guy, and you see him every day. He polishes his shoes, he likes to be exactly on time for everything, and he gets a bit snarky at you if you turn up a couple of minutes late. Not because it affects him, but he just likes making sure that everyone is following the rules. He can see that he stresses other people out when he does this, but he doesn't mind that because people should just be doing their jobs. It's not too much to ask. This is someone who likes to look at the inputs. Have you put in enough effort? Have you done what was asked of you in the way it was asked of you? He likes to show that he's a good worker by working the hardest. And traditionally, offices are a great environment for this kind of person because you can look over someone's shoulder and see what they've got on their screen. You can see when they turn up, how long their breaks are, what time they leave the office. And this guy is also the guy that likes to tell you how many steps he did that week, how expensive his carbon fiber road bike is, how many calories he burns when he does a workout, all input measurements. Now, I want you to feel kind of sorry for this guy right now because, on the other hand, we have people who prefer to look at outcomes. And this is the way the world has been turning for the last 20, 30 years. But in 2021, it really takes hold because offices aren't the same anymore. And people are realizing that the time and effort going in is not the most important thing to keep track of. It's the outcome. And how do we know this? When people aren't watching the exact time you turn up to work, when people aren't looking at your screen over your shoulder, making sure you aren't multitasking or looking at other things, when people can't see how hard you're working, the job still gets done. And it's the job done that we really care about. If you can do the same job with less time and less effort, that's actually a good thing. And people are starting to really see this. It seems stupid to say, but if we get to focus on actually getting what we want, rather than looking busy or looking like we're working hard, we're actually more likely to get what we want. If you're someone who thinks like this already, unlike the guy in the office I was talking about, you're actually going to do very badly in the traditional office environment that primarily rewards the work you put in. But you are going to do very well in 2021 and beyond when the focus starts to shift towards rewarding the work that you put out, the valuable outcomes you are able to deliver, regardless of how much effort it took. And what's more, you get to focus your efforts intensely on the few things that actually make things happen, and stop wasting your time on things that don't. And that's a much more satisfying way to work. This is how I do things. When I train people, I don't like to waste time. I don't like giving people things to do that have no bearing on the desired outcome. So we get clear about what we want to happen, and we do specific things that make that thing happen. There's no point in doing anything else. Obviously, it's more complicated than that, and I'll go into it a bit more in the series of videos and podcasts, whatever. But I just want you to start there. Think about the things you are doing. Are they getting you what you want? Do you even know what you want? There's never been a better time than now to figure all of this out. I'll leave you with that. I believe that by being part of this, you have something unique to bring to this world. We need you. We need people who are smart and hardworking to take responsibility, get healthy, get productive, and contribute in a way that allows our communities and our environment to thrive and live on. You can be part of that. But it starts with these very simple things that you can do right now to be healthy and well, so that you can bring your best offerings and make best use of your talents and gifts. Now is the time. So subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out gymnasion.net for more. Talk to you soon.